Hi there, I'm Don Klein, and this is my wife, Perry Klein. I have some very important issues to discuss with you today in this 12-part series. This is pretty serious stuff, and it needs our full attention. I'm sure you will see why. The first segment is about 9 minutes long, but the rest are only 2 or 3 minutes each. Unfortunately, I found my voice doesn't hold up if I talk very long, so I've asked Perry if she would be willing to fill in for me. She has very graciously agreed, so I will turn it over to her. Thank you for joining us.
Someone asked Dawn recently, what is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? In fact, what does it even mean? It is hard for me to figure it out. The 10th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution says the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. Our sovereign nation-states, their sovereignty derived from their winning the war for independence from Great Britain, created the federal government, the United States, delegating to it certain powers and no other powers. Those powers not delegated to the federal government, the United States, remains with the states, and to the extent the Constitution prohibits the states from exercising them, or the states fail to legislate and enforce them, the powers remain with the people. First, understand that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights are not separate documents. While we refer to them by separate titles for convenience, Article 5 of the Constitution makes it clear that all properly ratified amendments are, for all intents and purposes, a part of this Constitution. The main body of the Constitution delegates certain powers to the federal government and prohibits certain powers to the federal government. The main body of the Constitution also prohibits the exercise of certain sovereign powers by the states. The Bill of Rights prohibits both the federal and state governments from exercising certain powers over the people and over the states. If not prohibited by the federal Constitution, including the Bill of Rights, and not prohibited by the state Constitution, the states can pass whatever law its citizens will put up with. If the power is prohibited to the states, or the states fails to legislate it and exercise it, then the people are free to exercise it as long as they do not infringe on the rights of anyone else. A brief history. During the founding of our nation, the states agreed to ratify the new Constitution only on the condition a Bill of Rights was added to to protect the states and their citizens from the federal government throwing its weight around. The states demanded a Bill of Rights. The states got their Bill of Rights. The states ratified the Bill of Rights, and each of them now in existence and promptly thence and forever since claiming states' rights in violation of Article 6 have ignored the Bill of Rights they ratified when it comes to their treatment of their own citizens. This failure to adhere to the Constitution eventually resulted in the proposal and passage of the 14th Amendment, and the results amounts to adherence to the U.S. Constitution only when the Supreme Court of the United States has decided to incorporate it, an enumerated right from the Bills of Rights, into the obligations of a state to protect its own people. The 10th Amendment, and for that matter, the 9th Amendment, have never been adjudicated by the Supreme Court. At least one very conservative Supreme Court nominee, who didn't make it, Judge Bork, stated his fervent hope that it never would be. Thus, the federal government has pretty much ignored its constraints and legislated and enforced any danged law it wants to. It is time the people demand the states stand up to the federal government by demanding the 9th and 10th Amendments be upheld to protect the rights of the people, and demanding the illegal, unconstitutional, unratified 17th Amendment be abolished, and therefore restore states' presence in suffrage in the United States Senate. Thanks for your time.